Leaders across New York State are reacting to the latest COVID-19 stimulus agreement reached by Congress. News Channel 34's Karina Capabianca has more on what politicians on both sides of the aisle had to say about the latest deal.
The $900 billion stimulus package includes $600 payments to most Americans, as well as aid to businesses and the unemployed, but it will not include state and local relief funding. During a press briefing today, Governor Cuomo said Democrats in Congress were faced with a, quote, Sophie's choice between providing aid for some people or no one. He says without action, tax increases and layoffs will be on the way.
When you don't fund states and cities, that means cities lay off police officers and they lay off firemen, firefighters, and they lay off teachers.
New York State is currently facing a $15 billion budget gap. The governor has not yet made permanent cuts, saying he'd rather hold off on doing the budget now and wait to see if state and local aid will be worked out once President-elect Biden is in office. Assembly Republican leader Will Barkley says he's glad Congress reached a deal.
It's something I think the country needed. We're obviously facing a pandemic. The costs of the states have been massive. Obviously, people are suffering. Small businesses, individuals. So I'm glad there's some relief for those types of people. I think a lot of my colleagues would say, and I agree with them to some extent, it didn't go far enough to help, state and local governments. But it is a $900 billion package.
Barkley says he does feel that the federal government is in the best position to pay for COVID costs.
But that being said, I also am a taxpayer, and I don't think the so-called bailout should be used for expenses because of bad budgeting, throughout the states, including New York.
In Albany, Karina Capabianca,